Thank you, Jack. Celebrity chefs are making the rounds ahead of Thanksgiving. Here with tips on how to get the most for your money is celebrity chef Alex Guarnaschelli with tips, tricks, and they are quick. Well, pecans are used in a number of dishes. Pecans are in big demand worldwide, but some farmers are feeling the effects of Hurricane Michael and the trade war. Prices recently were on the low side. What can you tell us?
I love it. So we're all business with just pecans because that's what's good. I don't know if you know this, but pecans are a uniquely North American crop, and they are harvested in November. So that's probably why you're seeing those good prices. Just as a side note, I am not a business mogul. I'm just a chef who loves pecans. So the number one recipe for me this holiday season is definitely my pecan brownie pie. I think we get really into the apple, the pumpkin, you know, all the classic pies for Thanksgiving. Never chocolate. It's underrepresented, and I think the combination of chocolate and pecans in a batter baked in a pie shell, just such a great kind of refreshing burst of dessert energy for your classics. Another great dessert for Thanksgiving that I'm really into because it's gluten-free, and it showcases these wonderful preservative-free Fisher nuts. White chocolate melted, spread on a baking sheet, studded with pecans, walnuts, dried fruits, cranberries. You could put toffee, you could put dark chocolate chips, let it cool, break it apart, put it out like this with your pies so you have something like candy almost, or you can bag it up and make these wonderful holiday gifts. You could definitely make these only with pecans as the smart business deal. Some wonderful flatbreads that are fantastic to make in advance. Bake the flatbread, make the pesto, spread it on top. Here is a basil walnut, and here is a scallion pesto with pecans. Again, I'm sorry, staying with the pecans. As a great way of kind of giving something that's vegetarian. You could bake these with a cauliflower crust, pull out the cheese, and they are gluten-free and dairy-free. But because of the nuts and the richness of the herbs, they're super delicious and easy to make. I'm always looking for something to stay away from the stove at Thanksgiving because it's such a hot spot. It's like that hot stock that's so hot you don't want to buy it. This is goat cheese that's no bake. Just roll the goat cheese and then toss them in toasted crushed walnuts or pecans and fresh herbs. Fantastic little snack to have out on the table when your guests come. I think that's super important. People come hungry.
Any tips for that turkey?
Okay. The turkey, I always keep it pretty simple because everything else has so much flavor. But one of my favorite tips for turkey is I soak cheesecloth, a double layer, in some melted butter, and I drape that over the breast meat. I pop the turkey in the oven and I roast it for a few hours to get those thighs that take so much longer to cook, nice and golden brown, but keeping that breast meat moist and protected. Then in the last hour, I just gently peel that cheesecloth away, rotate the turkey halfway, and brown that breast meat. Such a good little tip. It butter bastes as it cooks, and it's delicious.
And for those people who don't want to spend too much time around the stove for Thanksgiving.
This table is a case study in ahead of time. I am a chef who loves to cook for the holidays, but I also want to sit and enjoy the meal. These flatbreads, you could totally make in advance. This is a little hummus with walnuts and cherry peppers. A bruschetta you can make in advance, or just serve in a bowl with some raw vegetables for snacking. Roasted squash with pecans, again, pecans. Very important to stay with those pecans this Thanksgiving season. And a great side dish that's room temp. So you can just make it, put it on the table, and focus on your turkey and gravy.
We are all starving now. Thanks so much for coming on the show today.
Absolutely.
Check out businessfirstam.com to find out where to see our entire show. And don't forget to like, follow, and share Business First AM.